ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way to Alaska, and this is just amazing. Look at this. Oh, we're just cruising. It's about 8 o'clock at night, so the sun is going to be up for a while. Just gorgeous. Until tomorrow, I bid you good night.
I don't think most people know how big Alaska is. It is huge. So huge, in fact, that its surface area takes up about 1/5 of the rest of the United States. Most cruise ships, like the one we're on, tour the Alaska Panhandle. This narrow region, the size of Florida, is characterized by thousands of islands, dramatic fjords, glaciers, temperate rainforests, and ever-changing mild, wet climates. To get to Juneau from Vancouver, we have to travel over 480 miles. So our first day of the cruise was a fun day at sea. For our group of 8, we had 5 staterooms. 2 were inside with no window view, and the other 3 had balconies, which we connected. We were able to open the balcony walls between the rooms to create a giant balcony, which was great. In the morning, Cindy and I would always take advantage of the free room service for breakfast. We would get a pot of coffee for 2, fresh fruit, and pastry. The rest of the day included dance classes for Cindy and Danielle, a cultural talk,
Anyat kusani dash you had to assault. Yek nahat saticha ak yadi ayachat. Kini di ayachat kagontan yadi. What I just said in my Tlingit language is hello. My culture is from Alaska. I'm Tlingit Indian, and my Tlingit name that I said earlier is Dash Ugh. It means the top woman of the clan. I'm named after my great-grandmother. We come from a long line of very intelligent, well-structured people with protocols in place that have been there for thousands and thousands of years. So, in my introduction, I also said, welcome, honored guests. Welcome to my homeland. We're in Southeast Alaska, and this part of Alaska is only, and I'm going to use a pun, the tip of the iceberg.
a champagne toast,
Now, we said his partner in crime here. He wears a very big hat, so you can't miss him. He's your executive chef from Spain, Josema Rodriguez. We're all joining in with their special moment. We'll do a little countdown together. Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Kim on their special moment, and we wish them all the best in the future.
and a formal dress dinner night. I will just add that my wife Cindy looked gorgeous. Besides Cindy and myself, our group of 8 included our 2 sons, Andrew and Stephen, Stephen's girlfriend, Danielle, and her family, her mom, Olga, her dad, Kelly, and her brother, Kyle. A very fun group. And we finished the night with a wonderful theater show. On our Juneau, Alaska day, we woke up to the never-ending views of the beautiful Alaska mountains. Surprisingly, we had to set our clocks back an hour, as Alaska is west of Canada and the other 48 states. Our planned time coming into Juneau was 2 p.m. So this gave us time to try out our warm clothes that we had brought. Check out more amazing views on deck. Marvel at an ice carving demonstration.
I want you to guess while he's making a big sign. So, alas, in the end, what do you think that you're about to see here this morning?
Enjoy a wonderful group lunch. And finally, touring Juneau, Alaska. Juneau is the capital of Alaska. It is the third largest city in the state, but it only has a population of 33,000 people. It was originally a boom town from the gold rush, named after gold miner Joe Juneau. Due to the high mountains and rugged terrain surrounding the town, there are no roads leading into Juneau. The only way in or out of this town is by boat or plane. Today, Juneau makes the majority of its income from cruise ship tourism. On this day, there were 3 ships, including us, representing about 9,000 tourists for the day. This made the town of gift shops, jewelry stores, and eateries very crowded. What wasn't crowded and fantastic was the Alaska State Museum. We learned about the people who had inhabited the surrounding area for thousands of years, their boat building, and their fishing techniques. We also learned about gold mining, the purchase of Alaska from Russia to the United States, and Alaska becoming a state in 1959. All in all, a good visit to Juneau.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now pulling out of Juneau, Alaska. It is about 10 o'clock at night. Our speedometer is clicking at about roughly 3 miles an hour. You can just see the water lines there from the wake. We're just slowly pulling away. So thank you, Juneau, Alaska, for a very nice day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Skagway, Alaska. Skagway is located along Alaska's beautiful Inside Passage. It is known for its role in the Klondike Gold Rush. Founded in the 1890s, the town transformed overnight from a quiet wilderness area into a rowdy, lawless boomtown that served as the primary gateway to the Yukon goldfields. Today, Skagway's main industry is tourism, primarily driven by the cruise ship industry. This little town transforms from a quiet winter community of around 1,000 residents into a bustling destination that hosts over 1 million visitors each summer. On this day, just like Juneau, there were 3 ships, including us. And just like Juneau, this made the town of gift shops, jewelry stores, and eateries very crowded. So why come here? The train, of course. The train in Skagway is the historic White Pass and Yukon Route Railway. Built in 1898 during the Klondike Gold Rush, this narrow-gauge railway operates vintage train cars from the Skagway docks up to the White Pass summit. It features scenic, narrated excursions. Now, I will tell you before we start our train ride that we were not able to get to the summit. This was because there was still snow on the upper tracks due to a late winter storm. So after getting a discount on the tour for a group of 8, we were still able to go 14 of the 20 miles of track. And let me tell you, it was well worth it.
Oh my gosh!
You take your eye off the...
I know!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the ship after our amazing train ride. Once again, I highly recommend it. Looking up at the ship, you can see where our rooms are located because we connected the balconies together by opening the doors to create a larger shareable balcony. After that wonderful train ride, we're all hungry. So let's get on board and get something to eat.
Absolutely, go for it. Perfect, thank you so much. Now, a little more would be great. Stop, there you go. Perfect, thank you.
Sugar glass. One more?
After dinner, we visited Puppies in the Piazza. Ryan Reddington, who is an American dog musher and dog sled racer here in Skagway, brought a couple of his cute puppies on board the ship. He breeds and trains dogs for the famous Alaska Iditarod sled dog race. He talked about the love and respect of raising his sled dogs, their love of snow, their behaviors, eating, and exercise habits. His compassion with his amazing dogs paid off in 2023 with a first-place Iditarod win. After those cute puppies left the ship, we headed out away from beautiful Skagway and started sailing to Glacier Bay National Park. So until tomorrow, we wish you a good evening. Well, good morning, and welcome to Glacier Bay National Park. We cruised in the park about 6 a.m. this morning, and right away things are completely different compared to other national parks like Yosemite and Yellowstone. First, there are no roads. Second, there are no ranger stations to stop at or enter the park. So where are the rangers here at Glacier National Park? They hopped aboard our ship using a smaller boat and will be spending the entire day with us, giving special presentations about the park. All I can say is thank you to these dedicated park rangers. Besides the amazing views coming into this park, the first wildlife we spotted were sea otters. Some in groups, being playful.
Coming up here on a group of otters. Good to see them there. They love to huddle in groups. But isn't that amazing?
And others by themselves, feeding on clams, mussels, and sea urchins.
Just below the ship here, there is an otter. You can just see him right there feeding. Andrew, look at this guy. Look at him, he's on his back. Do you see him? Oh, he just dove down. Oh, you can see him underwater. You can see him just sort of kicking. Look at that. I love it.
Next, we saw icebergs, and there were many of them.
Look at that, people. I love it. Iceberg right ahead, Captain. Good size. That is amazing. Good morning, everybody. Come on, this is good. Nice, nice. Alaska, baby. Alaska, yes.
Glacier Bay's icebergs form when giant chunks of ice break off from the edges of their huge glaciers, or what they call calving. Because they come from glaciers on land, created by years of compressed snow, icebergs are made of fresh water. Now some of them look gorgeous.
Cindy and I have nicknamed this the Rudolph iceberg based on the holiday special.
While others look dirty. Do you want to see a clean iceberg or a dirty one here at the park? These icebergs look dirty because as glaciers move slowly down the mountain, it takes with it rocks and sediment. But something very important is also happening here. The glacier is also scraping and crushing rock into fine powder, called glacier flour, which contains and supports large communities of microalgae. This algae forms the foundation of the polar food web. They are grazed on by zooplankton, which are in turn eaten by large animals like fish, seabirds, and whales. So this dirty ice might not look as pretty, but it is the best ice for all of the sea life here in Alaska.
Okay, when you start thinking about the definition of Alaska and getting out here in the wilderness, this is kind of what I picture. This is why you want to take a cruise. Just unbelievable. Sometimes you're going to get good weather, other times you're not, but just take it in. Oh my goodness, you can always sneak back into your cabin that's nice and warm. Cindy has her cup of coffee. See, she got her cup of coffee, and she's just enjoying life. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're here. It is absolutely so worth it. The other thing I would highly suggest is get yourself a balcony. That way you're not competing for space on the decks when you're viewing these beautiful areas. Okay, we're getting a few drops of water here, looking at Marjorie Glacier. This is a main glacier here in Glacier Bay National Park. Just gorgeous though, beautiful. We are either hearing rain or it's just the little ice breaking up and popping. And sometimes we get confused, but I don't feel any rain. It just has that noise of like when rain drops in the water. So if you listen to these smaller icebergs that have melted, you hear these like almost like raindrops or pops. It's almost like listening to Rice Krispies. You can hear that sound right there. Did you hear that pop? Very interesting. Something you wouldn't even think you would be, listening to. And then look at the glacier here. Unbelievable. Just amazing. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, come on, people. This is gorgeous. Get a little bit closer here. But oh my word. You just understand how massive, how tall that is. Probably 150 feet tall at least. Oh, 300. Okay, Andrew's correcting me and saying it's 300 feet tall. And you look at those bigger blocks of ice that have calved off of that, and you're going like, oh my word. That's just crazy. Okay, now there's a really beautiful piece of ice. You can see how blue it is on that right side. Over 3/4 of that iceberg is underwater. So that's why the boats have to go so slow past these big bergs. And then further is where it's coming from, the Marjorie Glacier. Get a little bit closer view of it. Just amazing. And of course, glaciers are always moving, and that's what happens. It slides like you have a piece of ice on a table, and then eventually it will calve, meaning chunks of it will break off, and that's what you're seeing in the water here. So we heard a noise over here, probably a very small calving situation that occurred. Some people thought it was...
There it goes, right there.
It was on the dark side.
It was on the dark. See it? There it goes, right there.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. It is. It's like hitting a baseball, at a stadium. Look at this. Alaska, baby. Pure Alaska. Oh yeah. Cheers. Nice. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you, Steve and Danielle, for providing our champagne for our mimosa this morning. Beautiful Alaska moment. Gotta love it. The starboard side has to be able to see the glacier, which is unfortunate for us on the port side. So if you notice, the ship is slowly starting to turn now to the left. They just want to be fair to everybody to get a good look. Thank you, Princess, and all the wonderful crew that you have.
After slowly pulling away from the Marjorie Glacier, we headed over to our second stop of the day, called the Lampu Glacier. On our way, we crossed paths with the second ship in the park.
In Glacier Bay, it's very limited as to what the national park allows, and they only allow 2 cruise ships in per day. And fortunately, we are one of the 2 of the very, very many that come up here to Alaska. So Princess is one of them, and Holland America is another. They are both owned by Carnival Cruise Company. Since Princess was the first one to come up here in 1979 due to the series called The Love Boat, which was a TV series on ABC back in the late 70s, it got a good reputation to the point where they said, okay, you have been grandfathered in to come up here to Glacier Bay National Park, and as long as you keep the standards up and so on and so forth, you have first dibs at those spots. And so that's pretty much what goes on. So anyway, here comes the Holland America ship to take our place. Okay, so this ship called the Conning Stand, it was with us in Juneau and in Skagway. You can hear them cheering.
Hello!
Hello, Koningsdam! A lot of cheering going on between ships.
Oh,
Icebergs between us. Very cool moment, actually. You also can see the color of the water is starting to change as we get a little more sun positioning. Just beautiful. Well, we are starting to come into our next glacier, and I will just say, if it stays like this, we have lucked out big time, because the sun is starting to peek through, maybe just for a little bit of time, but it is just absolutely gorgeous compared to that we were going to hassle with. So again, things change so quickly here in Alaska, you just don't know. Look at how beautiful this is. Absolutely gorgeous. So this glacier here is called Lampu Glacier, and as you can see on that left side of the glacier, how blue it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, heard some calving. Didn't see it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I heard it.
Something's going on. You heard it. You could hear the noise.
Watching for this.
So yeah, there's some calving going on there, people.
I didn't see any.
Oh, here it goes again. But I haven't seen anything drop. I would love to see something drop.
Gotta be more in.
Boom! Boom! Yay!
Yeah, that was a big splash on that one.
There goes him again. Right there. Boom!
Big boy.
Wow.
Big boys.
Boy, you could really hear that noise afterwards.
It's really moving in that area, yeah. I mean, that was a big chunk. It was like...
Lampu Glacier. And really the blue section too, that real beautiful blue section. And a wonderful end to a beautiful day here in Glacier Bay National Park. Anyway, our next stop tomorrow is Ketchikan, Alaska. And we're going to be going to a logging competition. So that should be fun. With this, I will leave you with this beautiful view and bid you a good night.
Well, good morning from the Royal Princess. We are headed over this morning to Ketchikan, Alaska. This is our last stop on our 7-day cruise. Tomorrow we'll have a final day at sea, and then our final destination will be Seattle, Washington. We are scheduled today to go to a logging competition, so it should be a fun day.
Well, we're here on our balcony. Cindy's having her coffee. Actually, we've both been having our coffee as we come into Ketchikan, Alaska. It has been such a delight to have coffee and a small meal delivered to our balcony room. Looks like a beautiful little town.
Welcome to Ketchikan, Alaska. This small town of about 8,000 residents is known as Alaska's first city and is the salmon capital of the world. Originally started as a Tlingit Indian fishing camp, it boomed at the turn of the 20th century due to gold mining, frontier trading, and salmon canning businesses. Today, it's a bustling modern port driven heavily by cruise ship tourism. The name Ketchikan is believed to come from the Tlingit Indian phrase Kitchikan, commonly translated as the thundering wings of an eagle. The city is a major center for indigenous culture, home to the largest standing collection of totem poles in the world, which can be seen at the Totem Heritage Center and the Totem Bight State Historical Park. When the Klondike Gold Rush hit in the late 1890s, the town exploded as a key port for entry for prospectors. With the influx of thousands of miners and fishermen, Ketchikan developed a reputation as a rough and tumble frontier town. This was centered on Creek Street, an area built on wooden pilings over the creek where a booming red light district and bootlegging operations thrived until it was shut down in the 1950s. Today, famous sites like Dolly's House are preserved as historical museums. As gold mining dwindled and overfishing temporarily halted the salmon boom, the timber industry stepped in to support the local economy. So in 1954, the massive Ketchikan pulp mill opened in nearby Ward Cove, where logging dominated the region for over 40 years until the mill's closure in 1997. Then the local economy switched to cruise ship tourism, which brings us here today. So to celebrate their logging history, Ketchikan celebrates with their Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show. And I will tell you right now, it was wonderful. Well, we are back now from our lumberjack show. It was awfully good. We noticed that another Holland America line has come in and there's no more parking spaces, so they have to tender in. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ship, there is some whale watching boats, so I'm under the assumption with them going so slow, there must be a whale out there that they are looking at. So just very busy here in Ketchikan, Alaska.
Here they come. There they go. Fake Alaska. Oh, and they picked up another person. How wonderful. I love that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had a beautiful day today in Ketchikan, Alaska. Unfortunately, our time has run out. We are now sailing back to Seattle, Washington. Remember, we started in Vancouver, Canada, so we are very fortunate to have this first cruise of this ship in Alaska, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. After a great meal and after the show, we just wanted to come out and take a last look at beautiful Alaska and say thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful experience.